later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. The 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 51 yards. On second down, here's the option. And he'll get this up to about the 33.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers. And hopefully this Sunday last week resolves itself this time around.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This ball complete. It's an out route to field. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he reaches the 50. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Up 2nd and 7.
Swinging in traffic there, and that's complete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And now immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
They'll hand it to Mason. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
3rd down.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Vikings are going to have it now, 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward.
Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pick.
Now back to throw.
3rd down.
He'll get this in. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the run is Mason. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 62 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the give, it's Mason. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Vikings, 1st down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Mason, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 40-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mason.
There's 32.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to run.
Jordan Mason.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dayo Odeyingbo with a big big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
And it's 3rd.
They'll drop the throw. He's got this complete to Burden. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass complete to Agunzo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they could move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and
they'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second
on play
3.
action. They'll throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for Colston Loveland. Incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
That's good.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bears.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
16 yards. And the Bears first down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
16 more yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
A gain of 16 yards.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play from the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
For the Bears field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They need 2. Here's third down.
To number 83. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pass caught by Burden. Third and 8.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain.
They'll look to throw again.
2nd and 9.
And he hits him in stride.
Gain of 12 yards.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. And that one too wide and incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
42-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. And this is the Commanders' quarterback. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Commanders get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And here's the Jets wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. At the 26. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think? Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll go again with Mason. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. With his three. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They run it with Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming.
The extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll look middle here and get it to Adunze. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2. He was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And now out comes Minnesota. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46. 36-yard
You know,
line.
on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Sets up a third down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kamal. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's stretched out only about a yard up to the 32. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Here's second and 8. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now a second and 10.
Harrison Smith on the covering.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough third and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. But give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
It's third down. Third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
18 on the play. First down, Bears.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Down right around the 25. Tackled by Jonathan Greenard. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
14-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Komet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 4. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
And now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, here comes Mason. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run again with Mason. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
from the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they run. It's Mason. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Mason. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. True player,
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we're both wondering if we're going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A pass complete to Adunze. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out right at the 35. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 20. Well, it goes a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
There's so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll run here with Mason. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On the ground again, it's Mason. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now Mason. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Bears down by a field goal, under a minute 20 to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's back to throw. On the screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
Back at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Vikings, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.